Wildcat Potential, Fast Train. Going to easy, Alabama. Don't stop, Mississippi. Possum Point, Georgia. Miami.
Who's Amy?
Miami.
You mean your Amy?
Bo-hunkers.
Bo-hookers?
Bo-hunkers.
Bo-hunkers?
Oh, I'll take your pardon. Hoboken.
Hoboken. Oh, well, Mr. Conductor, I want to go to Hot Town.
Hot Town?
Yes, sir.
That's the last stop.
Last-
All aboard.
All right, sir.
Greetings and salutations, everybody. Look at that over there. We don't need that. Hey, how's it going? How are y'all? So, I just did physio. It hurts. But hey, we're here. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Let's do a test. I did physio because my arm hurts.
Tethercat said 1-2. Tethercat 2013 said 3-4.
Wish I could figure out that 2013 thing. It's annoying. I'll figure it out later. Sure, let's go to channel. Customize channel. Sure. Profile. Picture, name. Oh, here we go. Handle. Save. What's this? You can't do it. I bet it says you can't do it because name is Tethercat. Handle is handle not available. Handle not available makes me think someone else stole my name. Tethercat. Tethercat underscore it is. Let's try this. No. No. 2013 it is, everybody. Leave. Stupid YouTube. Okay, hey everyone, how's it going? We're gonna play some Super Mario as soon as my arm is done icing. It should be done icing now. So let me get out of this and we'll pop into the stream. Bear with me. Gotta do this every 2 hours, everybody. Oh, you gotta love getting old. Oh. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. All right, everyone. Hi. Okay, that's there. What's this? That's good there. That's good there. Don't need that. That's there. All right. I think I can move this down. Move this up. And as long as I have that there, I should be able to... Okay, I think I'm ready. Okay, now I'm ready. Okay. Why is it not registering my input? Input. Yeah. Calibrate? No, don't care. Yeah, the controller is in. Let's try this again. Ah. Come on, give me a controller. Okay. There's always bound to be some scuff, isn't there? File. Launch recent. Okay. And it's not registering my input. Mappable. No, I don't want it mappable. Maybe I do want it mappable. Okay. Pad. Left. Pad up. Shit, I don't want it mappable though. I really do not. Clear. P left pad. Emulation. Pad 1. Looks like I'm doing this. Sorry everyone, I'm mapping my controller because apparently this game's stupid. Okay, BA start. Oh, what do you know? We got it. Here we go. Welcome to the stream, everyone. We've got live split happening. We've got control. Almost looks like everything's up and running. I still suck. So, I was taking a look at the game and it says that the last time I played this... was, hold on a sec, I'm walking and chewing bubblegum here. Okay. I inadvertently took away my jump button. Yes, I inadvertently took away my jump button, so I gotta put it back. Okay. I think we're good now. Oh, you know what I need to do? I'm an idiot. I gotta switch everything over so that... Let's try this. Close. I just got them backwards. Alright, that should be good. Maybe. Whoa.
Minimi Cursor 96 said evening.
Oh, good evening there, Minimi. How you doing? I hope all is better than me.
Minimi Cursor 96 said doing okay thanks, how are you?
Well, I just completed some physio and my heart rate was at 130. So that should tell you. I'm not doing too well. I'm just keeping an eye on this live split thing, see if it...
Minimi Cursor 96 said hope it'll be better soon.
Well, I mean, okay, so I did do physio this week. I actually saw my doctor, my physio doctor this week. Last week I got tested for nerve damage, and it came back negative, which was nice. But this time around, This time around, I went and saw my doctor for physio, and and so far it seems like everything was good. I mean, obviously, caveat emptor, but I think everything was good. So anyway, I went and saw a physio guy, and he basically said that if I do some stuff with my arm, like exercises, it should return back to normal. And that was a very nice thing for him to say. I like that. But those are some of the most painful exercises, I gotta tell you. They hurt. So I've been better.
Just underscore ROS underscore said OOO Super Mario Brothers.
Well, greetings,
My childhood
Roz.
soundtrack.
Indeed. Well, get used to it. You're going to hear a lot of it. I've never beaten this game, not once.
Minimi Cursor 96 said hopefully the pain means it's working.
Crap. Yeah.
Just
Same here.
underscore ROS underscore said me neither.
By the way, Roz is a VTuber, and she's over on Twitch, so definitely give Roz a follow. Mini-Me is one of the loyal chat favorites here. Incredibly instrumental to the ongoings of the stream, so... Yeah, I've never
Just
beaten
underscore
Mario.
ROS underscore said, love.
Chat Rat loves everyone's names. You should, when Meg shows up, he goes, "It's Meeg." And it's incredibly funny and cute.
Minimi Cursor 96 said nice to meet you.
Oh, that was nice. So I've never beaten Mario. Yoink. Oh, crap. I gotta get...
Just underscore ROS underscore said you too Minimi.
Alright. Now then, can I... Okay. And... Right here is... Okay. I got a really bad time. If you take a look at my live split over there, I got a really bad time on the start because I actually didn't have my controller even set up. So naturally, I got a very bad time. Here we go, 8-1. I did make it to 8-2, so I feel bad because I labeled the stream, can I make it to 8-2? And basically that was just a copy-paste to the previous stream that I did. And the answer is yes, I actually did make it to 8-2. Question is now, can I make it to 8-3? But I'm not going to go back and change the stream. There we go. I have to collect all the one-ups that I can find, because I find that that actually does help me. And I think I missed a one-up back there. The other thing about this is I'm not playing with a strategy guide. I'm going off memory, which is a 40-year-old memory. Crap. It's our first death, so I think we're doing okay. Oh, I got 4 lives. This might be doable. Alright. Yeah, I'm wearing the heart rate monitor. Crap, I missed it. And I did my physio because I have to do it every 2 hours. If the stream runs until 10 p.m., I have to do it. So, keep your eyes open in an hour and a half. Anyway. Yikes. guys. And anyway, yeah, I did my physio at 8 o'clock. And the heart rate monitor was at 135 that I saw, because I was faced away from the heart rate monitor. So, by comparison, this is a very tame stream. Let's see if we can make it to 8.3. I think it's this pipe. Nope. What else? So yeah, that's been my week. A lot of physio. A lot of pain. I got my physio, I think it was on Wednesday or Thursday. I was in a lot of pain, and I'm still in a lot of pain, don't get me wrong. But I think I'm doing better. I hope at some point I can... Yeah, that one. I hope at some point I can... start streaming for more than 2 hours. That would be nice. Or an hour. Currently... That's the toughest jump in the game for me right there. Currently it is extraordinarily tough for me to stream. Yeah, you too. My first try. We're on a world record. We're on world record pace right now, everybody.
Just underscore ROS underscore underscore said /o/.
I can't read chat, so I don't know what /o. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Sorry. Didn't know what /o/ was. I need that. Yes. I mean, it was inevitable. That's the furthest I think I've ever made it. I've never seen those bully guys before. Not good. I'm no good at this game, but thanks everyone for watching. I appreciate the moral support. Can it really be truly called failing if you have friends along the way? Look at me. Oh, jeez. Let's just take a breather. We're in no rush. That's handy. Good to know. That's not good. What my run? The furthest I've ever made it. What the shit's this? What the hell? What the hell was that? This game is evil. Have you guys ever seen anything like that one?
Just underscore ROS underscore underscore said that was mean.
That was mean. Super Mario Brothers 0 out of 10. Okay, well, good try, everybody. Stop. How do I stop the splits? Where's my pause?
Minimicursor 96 said it was never nice to begin with.
No, it really wasn't. Control, pause. All right, control, stop. Control, start WebSocket server. Let's try that. And we'll reset. I need to reset these. Control, reset. Boop. You've beaten some of your best times. Do you want to update them? I have not beaten some of my best times, no. Control, stop webs. Okay, start WebSocket. Okay, I think it's good. Hard reset. Let's do a hard reset. Machine, hard reset. Okay, so. Yeah, that was a dirty bit of pool. I didn't like that. How do you do that jump? That was crazy. This is my favorite music in the game. Do 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 do. I love that music. Bunch of stuff to talk about. Nothing of importance, but you know, just things, just stuff. Can't remember any of it. Oh, I was watching watch the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly the other night. I've been watching a lot of movies. I can't do much, so I've been watching a lot of movies. So I watched The Good and the Bad and the Ugly, and that was good. I watched a movie called The Russia House tonight. Right before stream, I watched a spy movie called The Russia House, and it was not good. It was not good. But it was okay. Wow, that was a pro gamer strat, that one was. Yes, please. Get over here. To go to the theater and watch some of the stuff in the theater, but it's too painful to just sit in a theater for 2 hours, to drive, to go to a theater, come back. It's actually a little bit better if I just, you know, do it all from home. Oh, that's fortuitous. Once again, if you're watching, I'm not at it for time. I just want to complete the game. Could care less about time. Okay. This one. This one. Not good. Phew. Huh? Huh? Well, that happened. Not good. Oh. 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 No.
Just underscore ROS underscore said Nulu.
Yep. Yep. No. Even Translation Chan was like, no. And you can tell when I'm not talking, you can see my gamer face. In fact, my heart rate monitor is probably going up too. I'm not even watching my heart rate monitor, so if you guys are keeping an eye on that as you see me not talking, you know that I'm in gamer mode. So there's a variation of Mario, yeah, this game specifically, I mean, and it's like, I think it's just called Super Mario Remix or something, and it's the core gameplay that you're seeing right here, but it's given an update, like it's given a facelift, same levels, piece of shit, same levels, but you can play widescreen. You can maybe swap out some of the stuff. You can make the music a bit different, but same game, really. And I tried practicing on that. I tried it, yeah. I tried a bit of that. And it was okay. But then I realized that this is really where I should really be focusing. No widescreen, no save states. I'm not playing with save states, as you can tell. How many YouTubers, how many modern kids do you see playing with the save states? Not me. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Good or bad, this is what we did back in the day. So, back in, I think it was 1990, the Game Genie came out onto the scene. It was around 1989. And I still could not beat this game. 3 years after its release, I still couldn't beat Super Mario Brothers. But the Game Genie was around. So it comes with a bunch of codes within its booklet. So I bought one day one. I was like, good, I'm beating Mario. And none of the codes helped me. And they were great codes. Like, always stay big and infinite lives and stuff like that. None of the codes ever won, because the jumps would get me, of course. I don't like how I have to pause and reset, but oh well. Control reset. I wonder if there's a global reset for that type of thing. Anyways, what was I doing? Oh, hydration check. That's what I was doing. So, hydration check, everybody.
Tethercat said hydration check.
And then I'll follow the conversation.
Tethercat 2013 said hydration check.
So, the so I buy this Game Genie, and it's pretty good, but I still can't beat the game. And they supply codes within the booklet that they give you. I went out and invented codes. Because back in the day, for Super Mario Brothers, it was just a 6-letter code. I remember one of them was Timex Z. I typed that in, Timex Z, and it worked. And I had some sort of weird new superpower. And there was a whole bunch of other ones. Seiko. S-E-I-K-O-S. I was just throwing words in to see if anything would happen, and sure enough, it actually manipulated the game. One of them gave me infinite time. One of them gave me super jump. One of them gave me this. One of them gave me that. I still could not beat Super Mario Brothers. And here we are. I mean, I am almost positive that if I were to use save states, I could probably beat the game, but it wouldn't feel earned, if that makes sense. I feel like I gotta earn this. I owe it to my past self. I owe it to Tether Kitten. Although, let's face it, I was no kitten when this game came around. 1986? No. I was an adult back in 1985. Adult me couldn't... What the... What was that? That was stupid. Adult me couldn't beat this back in its day. I don't think I'm gonna have too much more luck as old Tethercat. But hey, that's why we're here. And it's such a well-designed game. You screw up. That's not the game's fault. That's on you. If you happen to find something, it's because you earned it. I think there's a hidden one-up in those initial blocks that I just blew past. Whoa. Almost fell to my doom on that one. that sucks. Well done, Tethercat. Well done. I gotta watch out because I always say well done, and I reference myself by my name. And I gotta watch that on stream here. Tethercat. And Tethercat is not doing well. On the bright side, this is really distracting me from my arm injury. So there's that. So I've got that going for me. Oh, you son of a... Get back here. Jerk. Where am I? I'm on 4-1. That was a dirty 8-1 move. Wait. Another one? Is it twins? You got brothers? Stupid ass game. Reset. Okay. We did a hydration check, so let's just get right back into it. Ow! My arm hurts. I don't know if I've whined enough in this stream.
Neon Games said, are you new to speed running SMB or are you going for something special?
Welcome aboard, Neon Games. Glad to have you. Well, I am not new to speedrunning. I am not new to speedrunning at all, and I'm not new to speedrunning Super Mario Brothers. You are correct, I am going for something special. I'm one of the oldest VTubers you're going to come across, and in the 40 years that this game has been around, I have never beaten this game. Not once, not never. The something special which you just referenced is me beating the game at all for the first time in my life. That's something special. I'm just trying to save a princess. That's all my dumb plumber ass is doing, is trying to save a princess. Can I do that? I don't know. I haven't been able to do it in 40 years, so we're trying. There's no special tricks. There's no hardcore techniques. I'm not doing wall jumping. I'm not clipping through anything. I am literally just trying to beat the game. And I am failing.
Neon Games said that amazing, was just in the mood for someone beating the game for the 5th time.
Well, you're not going to get it this stream. I mean, we can be hopeful, sure. I mean, optimism always reigns supreme. But, I mean, I do not want to raise anyone's expectations. I really and truly, sincerely do not.
Neon Games said, I guess the timer just made me think speed running.
Yeah, the timer is there to make me feel good. It's not even... It doesn't even do anything. It's just there to make me not lament my inadequacy. It's there so
Neon Games said if it helps.
Yeah, and that's really what it is. It's a placebo. That's all it is. It's just me trying to make myself feel better. Look at me, I'm
Minimicursor 96 said the elder hero, Tethercat, and his legendary sword, Excalibur, will save the princess.
Excalibur.
Neon Games said I beat the game for the first time a few years ago.
Yeah, and good on you. Definitely not something I've done. I was telling chat earlier that Sorry, I lost my train of thought because I'm trying to not die. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't use save states. I'm an old school gamer. I played this, I bought this when it came out, and we didn't have save states back in that day. I don't know how old you are, Nihon Games, but I am most assuredly older than you. Just playing the odds here. So, we didn't have save states way back in that day, and I'm not using them here. If I'm gonna finish this game, I'm gonna earn it like I should have back in 1985. With my legendary sword, Excalibur. That was pretty funny there, maybe. Got a good chuckle out.
Neon Games said I'm 37, but I like to play on original hardware, so no save stats for me.
Yeah, I gave up on my original hardware earlier this year. I purchased a Mr. FPGA, and I've been playing a lot of games on that, I'll tell you. I was going to stream this on original hardware, and by the time it all got set up and I got my FPGA and I looked at my overall, it just made more sense to do it this way, because then I'd have the live split. I got retro achievements at the bottom, which, as you see, I last got an achievement on October 11th, so that should tell you something. But yeah, anyway, good to have you aboard, and I hope I entertain you. There's no obligation to talk, there's no obligation to subscribe, you can just kind of chill out and do your own thing, but glad to have you aboard if you want to join in. I can't promise good gameplay, but I can always try and entertain and show some hospitality for a good conversation. Ow. And occasionally you'll hear me cry out in pain from my arm injury. Okay, now then. I hate that jump so much. I hate that jump.
Neon Games said that makes sense. I like repair old consoles, but it is easier to play on a newer device. I just repair a disk drive on a twin Famicom, so played a SMB2, lost levels, but died in 8-4.
Nice. I picked up a Commodore 64 because I do play a lot of Commodore 64 games on here, and I have to repair the disk drive. There's no way around it, but I don't know how to use a multimeter. I barely know how to solder. And there's tons of tutorials on YouTube, but you think I know any of those? So that'll be a project for the new year. So good for you for repairing a disk drive on a twin Famicom. Excellent, good job. Do you stream? Are you a streamer as well? I definitely check out your channel if that's the case. I'm always up for seeing other people do other things. It breaks the monotony of watching me do anything. Yikes. Yeah, sometimes my heart rate will go up, hence the heart rate monitor. And other times, my heart rate's gonna go up just because I'm in pain.
Neon Games said yeah, just take you time. No, but I have considered it. Is fun to share games with good people.
Honestly, it is. It's fun. You can pretty much be a VTuber like me. You know, just one of my favorite anecdotes is someone asked me how hard is it to be a VTuber, and I said there's a incredibly popular VTuber out there. She has millions of viewers, and her avatar is a tomato. So I mean, yay, World Day 2. So if a tomato can get up there and do VTubing to millions of viewers who love it, then you or I or anyone can do it. So that's if you don't want to show your face on stream. That was horrible. So yeah, you can either be a PNG tuber or a VTuber. We live in a technologically awesome society at the moment, and we can pretty much do anything we want these days. So the sky's the limit. Go for it.
Neon Games said thank you.
My biggest advice, if you do want to go that route, my biggest advice is play anything you want to play. Because no matter what you do, you're going to get people who dislike it. Oh, you suck! But you're going to find that you're going to play games that people do enjoy watching. And they'll show up either because you're playing the game, or because they like your persona/personality, or they like the content, or whatever. But you'll never know if you don't try that, so throw yourself out there and have some fun. You never know who's on your wavelength, who vibes with you. Another thing that I do is I don't monetize. That sucked. I just play games. I never monetize. If you want to go to the route and become a serious super VTuber or Twitch streamer or YouTuber or whatever, go for it. But I don't do that. I just have fun. I'm just here to play games. Okay, let's see. Let's do another hydration check, everybody.
Tethercat said hydration check. Tethercat 2013 said hydration check.
I hate that 2013 thing. It makes me sound like, it really makes me sound like YouTube implemented a nickname policy while I was away, and someone sniped Tethercat as a name, and now I can't do it. Oh well. Maybe that happened. Maybe it didn't. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a cat. Okay. A reminder that currently it's 10 minutes past the hour, and at the top of the next hour, in about 50 minutes, I'm going to have to take another physio. Can't wait for that. On the bright side, you guys get to watch my heart rate spike exponentially. Isn't that wonderful? Check it out, Tethercat's in pain. Doing it for the content. Love this music. There's another YouTuber out there. Her name is Lampy Lamp Devil. You heard me. Well, I think I did a wall jump there. She's a really fun Canadian streamer. I was watching her this morning. And someone in her chat mentioned log rolling. The rolling of logs. Log rolling. And I guess I wasn't the only Canadian in the chat, because not only did Lampy Lamp Devil start singing the Log Driver's Waltz, but a whole bunch of us started singing the Log Driver's Waltz, and it was really fun. Okay, I'm looking for that star. That's nice. I think it ate my input.
Neon Games said, do you have a backlog of games you want to beat?
Do I have a backlog of games? Well, what do I have? I'd say yes. I do have a backlog of games I want to beat. But none of them as badly as Mario. And if you ask, what game would you want to beat after Mario? I couldn't tell you. That's where that backlog would come in. Mario is kind of the backlog. Everything else I play is for funsies. I just play stuff because it's fun. I play stuff to test it out. I play stuff to...
Neon Games said this I the main priority.
Pretty much, yeah. Definitely the main priority. It's funny. I promise a low-stress stream, and then I belie that expectation by wearing a heart rate monitor and throwing myself into these stressful situations. So, I don't even keep my own promises. Never. The answer to this one is don't trust me. That's really the end of all of this. Just don't trust me. That's the takeaway. That lackitude is starting to bug me. Yeah, no. Okay, the game is really starting to eat my inputs, and I mean that. I'm not being a crappy programmer at this point. It's really starting to eat my inputs.
Neon Games said, when you beat SMB, will you complete it without the warps?
Excellent question. It depends. Let's say I beat Super Mario Brothers tonight. Let's say for some miraculous reason I actually get past 8-2 and I actually beat the game tonight. Maybe even in this run. Wouldn't that be amazing? If that were the case, and I actually did really, really well, like everything vibed, yeah, I'd actually consider playing this game and beating it without any warps. Go through all 8. That'd be kind of cool. However, this is stream number 4. I've already been at this for about 4 or 5 hours already, cumulative, since September, and much more if you consider, and much more if you consider 1984, 1985 when it came out. I've been at this a long time. So, in that context, if it takes me about 100 streams to just beat Super Mario for the first time, then no. No, I would not entertain playing Super Mario Brothers through non-warp levels. I wouldn't punish myself that bad. Never in a million years. So unless I beat the game in this particular run here, or even later tonight, yeah, I'm pretty sure that answer is no.
Neon Games said, but you will get better.
Oh, see, that's an assumption you're willing to make. If you look at the title of this stream, it's, hey everyone, can we get Nintendo Thumb? That often is the game breaker for me. I will often play until my thumb really hurts and I'm just shy of a blister. And I was doing that before I had my injured... See, look, it's eating my inputs right there. It seems to be eating my right inputs? Why is that? Well, let's hope it doesn't keep doing that. Look. See the stagger stutter step? I do not know why it's fighting that. But that's a thing that's happening. So anyway, yeah, unless something happens here in this stream with my horrible eaten inputs and what have you, I can't see myself A, getting better, or B, beating this game tonight. In the next few streams, oh my god, that was great. I'll accept that. Whoa. 8-2, everybody. Oh, okay. Now then.
Neon Games said, I thinks this is the stream.
I love your enthusiasm. You're carrying my confidence. Good on you.
Neon Games said, I feel your pain.
Screw you, Lakitu.
Neon Games said this game's so difficult.
Yeah, it is. Well.
Neon Games said, what about Conti news?
Nah. Nope. No continues. No save states, no continues. No game genie. Just pure effort. Old school.
Neon Games said that's pretty amazing.
It's masochistic is what it is. Masochistic.
Neon Games said, but it fun.
It was fun until a controller started eating my inputs. Now it's just a chore. The game is actively working against me. Even the game doesn't think I can do this. The game is trying to dismantle me. Oh, I see what happened. Thanks for following the channel. That's apparently... If anyone just heard that barrage like I was getting beaten up by Rocky, what happened was Neon Games followed the channel. And since I'm barely ever on stream when anyone follows the channel, that's why that's such a rare noise for anyone to hear, let alone myself. I thought a spam bot was trying to throw a YouTube URL at me or something. Anyway, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. like I say, there's no incentive to follow, no reason to subscribe, but if anyone does, it's always welcome. I can always just try and promise entertainment more than anything else. So there's this one here, and then there's this, should be coins. Oh, I almost didn't make that jump. Not good. We're off to a fine start, everybody. There we go. Doop, doop, doop. That sucked. That double sucked. Ah, that was a pro gamer strat. That wasn't. It makes me wish I had a clip function. Let me just see, do I have a clip function in any of this?
Tethercat said, clip. Tethercat 2013 said, clip.
I guess not. Someday I'll set something up like that. That's on the to-do list. So you know what my contribution to Super Mario Brothers is tonight is I actually had some lasagna before the stream. It feels like I got a string of cheese hanging down off my beard. Feels like my whiskers have some stray cheese hanging off them. If there is cheese, it's gone now. Cheese today, Gouda tomorrow. I made some garlic bread with cheese to go along with the lasagna. It's really nice. No. I didn't know that was there. I have to remember that. Okay, now then. Oh, I can feel my arms starting to ache. Because I'm not resting my... Don't usually get a one-up that early. I haven't been resting my arms
Neon
since
Games
physio.
said 4 to 2 you have down by now.
Yeah, I would agree with that assessment there. I mean, I don't have it down pat, and actually I do have 8-1 to a certain extent. I got 8-1 down to this moment here, this pipe. This is the extent of my 8-1. I can pretty much do a good run up until here, almost always. After this,
Neon Games said
it's
that
all
a good
hell.
start.
This is where the run goes to shit, right here. But I do agree with your assessment that have a pretty good handle on 4-2 up to that pipe right there. Sure. That jump right there is the worst jump in the game for me. But then again, I came across an 8-2 jump earlier in this stream that I'd never seen before. And it frightened the hell out of me. And if we're anything good, we might be able to see it in this upcoming bit.
Neon Games said maybe grab the 1-up in 1-to-1. It gives you an extra try in 8-to-2.
Sorry, I got distracted. Grab the 1-up in 1-1. It gives you an extra try in 8-2. I'm not sure where the... Yep. Oh, that was nice. I'm not sure where that 1-up is in 1-1. Come on, get that. Go, go, go. Come on, do it. Oh, you. Go, go, go. This jump. This is the furthest I made it.
Neon Games said just after the pipe you go down for the coin room.
Okay. Hold on. It's thinking time. Hold on a sec. That's the furthest I've made it. I've never made it past that jump, and that's the first chance I had to actually take a good, solid look at that jump. And I think I had it right. I just didn't have the button press timing right. Darn it, that was a good one. Okay. Let's hydration check.
Tethercat said hydration check. Tethercat 2013 said hydration check.
Okay. Now then.
Neon Games said stand on the first pillar and then hold run, and jump at the last pillar.
Yeah, I just tried that. And thank you again. Thank you for or no, I stood on the pipe and then tried to jump onto the last pillar. Either way, I had momentum hitting that last pillar. I just didn't hit the button correctly. Let's try Tethercat. Dot. Tethercat. Tethercat at. Tethercat. All right, let's try this.
Tethercat said test.
Hey, I came up with Tethercat. Okay, we'll keep it like that for a bit. I just don't like the 2013 bit. All right, that's a little better. Okay, now then, where were we? Right, we were back at this. What else? Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Just after the pipe, you go down for the coin room, grab the 1-up and 1-1. just after the pipe you go down, grab the 1 and 1 1. Gives you an extra try and mate 2. Just after the pipe you go down for the coin room. Alright. Pipe. Pipe.
Neon Games said now it too late.
Oh. Oh well. I do appreciate the tip, I really do. I mean, thank you. I genuinely. Once again, this is my own ineptitude that's causing these great failings. So. Love this music.
Neon Games said you are welcome. If you don't know, how should I you know?
Yeah, exactly. Well, and see that's where the real juice of it all is, that I can check out a strategy guide. Yeah, I can check out a game FAQs. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, nice. Didn't know that would work. That's cool. Doesn't do anything. I mean, it didn't buy me any time, but it's good to know that it exists. I'd rather have a 1-up than a star. Here we are. Oh, and Neon Games, I alluded to it earlier. I don't know if you caught on, but I am Canadian. I only say that in case you find that I have any audible proclivities when I speak, which is saying the word a lot. It does tend to happen. Oh, that was cool.
Neon Games said yeah got that, I'm from Denmark, so English is not my first language, so I don't mind the accent.
Yeah, the accent, Canadian accents are really similar to US accents. And as far as I know, to a foreign ear, they're pretty much one and the same, and it's difficult to tell them apart. Which is why so many Canadian actors have made it big at Hollywood, posing as American characters. Well, but with that said, yeah, it's see, that'd be nice. A little 1-up right there would be nice.
Neon Games said it's most with about I can catch the difference.
Yeah, about, a boot, a boat. That's the classic Canadianism right there. Boot and a boot. You'll hear me say that a lot. That's a crowd pleaser to be sure. Yeah, okay. I was taking a look at some of those Super Mario Lost levels, and They are prohibitively daunting. They terrify me. I can only imagine. Like, you're seeing me struggle with World 1-1. I can't even fathom the difficulty level of Lost levels. That's an unreal game. That's the developers of Mario saying, kids won't play our system. There's no need for us to dumb down our system for kids. This isn't a family console. Yeah, suck on that black beetle.
Neon
guy.
Games said year hits difficult, but when you know how to beat the puzzle, then it's easier to do it again.
I suppose. Again, I'd just be happy if I could beat this game once. Good luck to me, of course. Yeah, you know what? I am consistently getting to 8-2. So that's optimistic. I am getting better. For the most part. Not 100%, of course.
Neon Games said yeah, 8-3 and 8-4 is easier than 8-2.
Is that true? Really? Man, if that's true,
Neon
that
Games
fills me
said
with
emo.
hope. Oh, minus 10 HP desk, kun. I'm generally a chill gamer. Like, I don't,
Neon
I don't
Games
get
said if you
frustrated, I
grab
don't
that
get
life
upset.
you have infinite tries.
God, that It's funny, I had to... I mean, you're absolutely right. If I can grab that life, I do have infinite tries.
Neon Games said almost.
Now? But, I can't remember where I was going all that. Okay, I was screwed on that one. There was no winning on that one. Come on, any day you want to get up there.
Neon Games said it's better to stay on the cannons.
Now I remember what I was saying. I was saying I don't get frustrated too often, and if you want to see me frustrated, it's better just to take a look at my heart rate monitor than to hear me slam the desk from desk, kun. Get up there. Which is not to say I don't get frustrated. That didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Did you see that? There's a weird thing going on there. Here we go. All right. I tried to do what you told me to. I got on that first column, and then I tried running over to the second column, and I totally fell because I didn't have enough speed on that first column. So I think I'm gonna have to go from the pipe to the second column, then do the jump. But I tried your method there, Neon Gamers, and I do appreciate the pro gamer strategy tip. It's just didn't work out for me at all. And there's no harm, no foul. I'm willing to always try something. Oh man, it's getting near the top of the hour. Control reset. Yeah, okay.
Neon Games said yes, you need to stay more on the right side. But do it your way. I don't want to be part of you heart rate.
Much appreciated. Yeah, my doctor doesn't want to be part of this heart rate either, I suppose. Let's do a hydration check, everybody. No, I'm glad that we explored that option. I really am.
Tethercat said hydration check. Tethercat said hydration check.
Speaking of which, do I have my heart rate monitor? Copy. Bear with me a second. I'm just going to do a little something, something. Okay. I wanted to cut and paste my heart rate monitor because at the top of the hour, I'm going to be doing some more physio. And all of us are going to have a fun chance to watch this heart rate monitor hit around 140. So I'll do my pause screen at that point and then we'll hit it up to 140. But for the moment, yeah, I guess live split shows that it's my 25th attempt. You said there's a one up here somewhere.
Neon Games said the nest pipe, go past it. Neon Games said jump at the right side of the hill.
Well,
Neon Games said before the coin room.
oh, so jump at the right side of the hill before the coin room. Okay, will do. Will do. I mean, if this is my 25th attempt, that's not bad. And I do mean current run 25th attempt.
Neon Games said after the pipe, right side hill bore for coin room.
Playing in 1985, I'm sure I had 100 or 200 attempts. The problem with the original Nintendo was that it was such a good, fun system that I loved playing Zelda. Zelda wasn't frustrating. Mario's frustrating. Zelda wasn't frustrating. Same goes for Metroid. Metroid was incredibly fun, but never frustrating. When I look at frustrating games for the Nintendo, Mario ranks higher than Ninja Gaiden. I beat Ninja Gaiden, and I've never beaten Mario.
Neon Games said, yeah, that's true. Mario 1 is just difficult.
It really is. Oh crap, I totally missed that. Excuse me. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden was all about timing. It's all about timing in Ninja Gaiden. But Mario is skill. And I do not
Neon
have
Games
skill.
said just completed Dragon Quest 1 for the first time on NES/Famicom. It was fun, not frustrating.
Yeah, that was another fun one I used to play. I used to play Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest. Love me some RPG. Definitely a good selection on that one. Yeah, Dragon Quest 1. I love that game. Not good, not good. Screw you, Beetle. Wow, I hit that way too hot. I can't believe I actually did it. That was...
Neon Games said that was cool.
Yeah, that was pure luck. Pure luck.
Neon Games said no.
You'll notice I didn't even react to it. There was no frustration, there was no sense of loss. Just, yep, of course that happened. See, that's the thing, I don't have any confidence on literally any jump I make in this game. I don't have any confidence I'm gonna make it. So if I make the jump, that's great. And if I don't make the jump, it was to be expected. I'm sure frustrations will mount when I get closer to, say, Bowser or something. Like if I'm on one life of 8-4, then you might hear me scream perhaps, but until then, I'm kind of doing okay. That jump right there, by the way, with that little one column, used to get me in the past. That was...
Neon Games said 8-4 is a maze, but if you know the route, it's not the worst level.
Oh shit, I forgot about the route. Forgot about the 8-4 maze. Honestly, 8-4 maze is easy. I'm almost certain I'm gonna have some backseating happening. So, that'll be good. Okay. Take a bit of a breather. Dirty pool. Dirty pool. That bullet. That bullet bill was... That bullet bill ruined my Christmas. That was awesome. I can't even be angry at that bullet bill. That was actually kind of good.
Neon Games said I feel like you don't like Lagatut.
I definitely don't like Lakitu. At all. Ever. Whoa. Alright, here we go. I've now made it further than I've ever made it in my entire life. This is now the furthest I've ever made it in a Super
Neon
Mario
Games said you did it. Neon Games said that's amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, I've never made it further than this. We're in uncharted territory, everybody.
Neon Games said no.
Are you kidding? There's nothing to be sad about with that. That's the first time I'd ever even seen that staircase. I'm proud. Ain't no shame in that run. That was fantastic. Huh. Didn't see that.
Neon Games said but you are gonna be their engine soon.
Anytime soon, sure, yeah. right, everyone, it's the top of the hour. I'm going to do some physio. Reset. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put on the pause screen. You're going to be able to watch my BPM. Let me just type this out. Pause screen.
Tethercat said pause screen XX10, watch BPM while I scream.
So I'm gonna do
Tethercat said pause screen XX10, watch BPM while I scream.
I'm going to do my physio, and my physio should get up around 135 minimum, maybe 140. While I am doing physio and screaming in agony, I would like all of you to enjoy the show. We'll be back very shortly, and I'm gonna be in pain. So, see you very shortly, everybody.
Neon Games said I'm gonna make some coffee. Tethercat said physio done, 5 minutes cool down / ice the shoulder, heat on the neck. Tethercat said physio done, 5 minutes cool down / ice the shoulder, heat on the neck. Tethercat said anyone see what the max BPM was? Neon Games said no sorry, I was just doing something else.
Testing 1, 2. Okay, so far so good. Welcome back, everybody. Physio completed. I have a bad arm, by the way.
Stem_cookie said good luck.
Well, thank you very much. You caught me as I was taking a slug of Buckley's. Oh, thank you for the well wishes. Appreciate it. Okay. Stem, it's good to see you here. Just for clarification, I'm not doing a speed run. I mean, I know it looks like I'm doing a speed run. I am literally just trying to beat the game. I haven't beaten the game. I haven't beaten the game in 40 years. That's what today is all about. We're just trying to beat the game. And I think my reaction time is going to be a little worse because...
Stem_cookie said I mean anything is technically a speedrun.
And see, I really appreciate that comment because that there is the reason I put the live split on. Like, you nailed it. That's the exact reason why I've got the live split going
Neon
on.
Game said but you are closer than ever.
It's true. Neon Games saw me in the previous run actually get further than I have in my entire life. I was just shy of completing 8-2 and I was on the threshold of 8-3 and the steps caught me off guard. But, so yeah, I mean, as you can tell by the live split, I've been playing this for 26 runs. This will be my 26th attempt. And I'm almost done, 8-2. Like, I'm getting close. I really am.
Stem_cookie said 26 attempts ain't too bad.
Oh, thank you. And once again, that's 26 attempts without a without using save states. That's what I'm getting at. So, fun fact, everybody, 10 o'clock, I am, as I've said before, I am one of the oldest VTubers. Who is a VTuber? You will not find them too much older than me. 10 o'clock is my usual bedtime. So if you want to see VTuber who's over the age of 50, trying to play Mario with an injured arm past his bedtime.
Stem_cookie said it took me 1,051 attempts to beat the game /.
Well, let's hope it takes me equally that long. I'll happily accept equally that long.
Stem_cookie said but to be fair I was actually speed running.
Yeah, see, there's no speed running here, it's just me trying to beat the game at all.
Stem_cookie said it'll take you far less than 1,000 attempts.
Oh geez, you don't know me, I've been playing this for 40 years. This is just 26 recorded attempts. Now granted, I did take 35 years off with good behavior, but still. I've beaten Super Mario 3, I've beaten Super Mario World, I've beaten them all. Never Super Mario Brothers. That's a weird bug. sometimes this game eats my inputs, and I wonder if that's what happened there. Weird, inexplicable things happening on my system. Ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Okay, now then. The thing that's really sustaining me here is getting one-ups. That's really the thing that is keeping me afloat, is getting as many one-ups as I can. And Neon Games made a great observation, which I had never considered, which is anytime I can get an 8-2 one-up, anytime I can get a free life on World 8-2, it's effectively like extending infinite lives, because 8-2 is my problem area. So the more attempts I get at 8-2 and getting that free life, the better. And I hadn't considered that before. That was an astute observation. And it was really a gracious observation on that point as well, because it's fine to have motivation, it's fine to have optimism, but, you know, this game does grind you down. It's a very cruel and brutal game. For anyone who's not a professional speedrunner. Or anyone old like me. Like, I am grandparent age. My social circle have grandchildren in school. So, oh, that was luck. So yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I totally forgot what I was saying. That's fine. I got distracted because 8-1 got hard all of a sudden. Oh yeah, I know what I was saying. So, the motivation is a nice thing to have. The little comments like what Neon
Games said 8-2, here we go.
If you can just make it through this and get that one up, it's like getting an infinite life. That was such an inspirational comment. Like, that's something that you'd find on a Hallmark card, if you ask me. Okay. A lot of shit just happened there, and I don't know what's going on. It's a tough jump. For me. For me. That's a tough jump.
Neon Games said it is.
Well, it's a good thing I got that one up there. I'm getting exceptionally good at this. Getting really good at the start of 8-2, I tell you that. How's my mid-game for 8-2? Well, that remains to be seen.
Neon Games said yeah, it getting better and better.
Getting luckier and luckier is what it is. You son of a bitch. I wanted to see what would happen if I could just ride that bullet all the way to the end. I'm like a TAS. You know how you can run a TAS through about 8,000 iterations and it comes up with the most optimal route? But 7,999 of those attempts are just going to bonk themselves into a wall or fly off a cliff. I
Neon
am those
Games said that was a wild jump.
7,099 attempts. Good try, team. Good try. Okay, how are we doing? I got probably about 1, maybe 2 more runs in me. Like I say, we're hitting past my bedtime. We're on fumes. We're on extra innings with this one. All right, let's. I was gonna do a hydration check, but I just took some Buckleys for my throat because I take Buckleys whenever I'm speaking. So let's just fire it up and see how we do on this one. Honestly, I'm not even getting Nintendo thumb. That's the most surprising part of this entire stream. More often than not, my thumb will ache, and that's the end of the run. For some unknown reason, I'm actually doing pretty good right now. Physically. Progressively, I'm doing as good as I usually am, which is pretty horrible, but physically, I'm actually faring well without my Nintendo thumb. Which belies the entire purpose of the title of this stream, I suppose. Oh well. Sorry for not keeping up appearances. Sorry for promising promises I can't keep. I tried grabbing that turtle once. That was a mistake. Oh, that sucks. I was actually going to do a charity event. Get this. A couple of years ago, way back when I turned 50 years old, I was actually going to do a documentary and a charity event where I would speedrun Super Mario for as long as I could. Regardless of whether I beat it or not, no matter if it took me 18, 24, 75 hours, I was going to speedrun Super Mario Brothers. that ended up failing. That was an epic failure on my part. I tried acquiring the hardware, couldn't get the
Neon
hardware.
Games said, how did it go?
Ultimately, it didn't go, and that's where the big failing came in. Is that I tried, and I just couldn't get it happening. So, I think earlier this year, I think July? September? Is when I first started. You can go back, you can check the streams. You'll see that I've got a stream. This is stream number 4. If you can find the first stream where I tried this. I don't think I even made it to 4.1. So, anyway, that's all just to say that I've had plans to beat this game from the get-go, and just, it has constantly eluded me.
Neon Games said you have beaten this game before 2026. I'm most certain.
Once again, that vote of confidence, I appreciate it. And you know, you might be right. Maybe. That was weird. Did you see that? I did a wall clip right there.
Neon Games said, how often do you stream?
Now that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? How often do I stream? Well, in the past, I used to stream probably around 2 to 3 times a week, and I loved it. It was fun. Had a chance to interact, had a chance to chat with my followers. It was great. Ever since my arm got injured about 6 months ago, I have progressively had worse and worse and worse, longer and longer times between streams. I mean, it's been debilitating. And this week, just a few days ago, is the first opportunity I had to receive physio on my arm. Which, I mean, right now I'm at 2.5 hours. That was unheard of. So, my how often do I stream went from 2 to 3 times a week down to 1 every 2 weeks, I'd say. Every 2 weeks I would be able to muster up the strength to fight through the pain to stream for about an hour. Anyway, started physio the other day, and I'm actually having a 2.5 hour stream right now, and if I weren't ready for bed, I'd probably be up for playing this a lot longer. I could actually see this to be a 5 or 6 hour stream at this point. I'd have to take time out to do physio, of course, but... So, I think I'm going to stream a little bit more. Now, I still have to worry about my job, my occupation, my work. This is me being tired. So, I'm coming into the busy season right before Christmas.
Neon Games said, good, you are getting better with your arm.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even imagine how I'd be doing this last week. This would have been too painful for me last week. So this is great. into the Christmas season. It's going to get busy, but then I'm going to have probably a week off, plus the holiday and a couple of days here and there. So I'm really hoping I can get some good quality time to get a couple of streams in. Play this. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. Like I say, I'm optimistic. Screw you.
Neon Games said hope to catch you.
I'm certain you will. I anticipate I'm going to be more active. Now, just because I anticipate I'm going to be more active, does that mean I'm going to be more active? Maybe, maybe not. But as far as physio goes, I don't see me getting worse. At the very least, I'm not going to be worse than once every 2 weeks. I see me getting a bit better. Here's to hoping, fingers crossed. If it works in my favor, if it works in everyone's favor, that's great. Because there's other stuff I want to do. I want to collab with other VTubers. I actually had a VTuber tournament that I set up for basically the Christmas holiday. I set up a VTuber tournament, and I had to cancel it. So, you know, but I had to cancel it thinking I wouldn't be able to play, and now I'm kind of sad that I canceled it because, you know, it makes me think that I could play. Alright, it's 10:30. I think that's it for me, everybody. I think that's it for me.
Neon Games said what is a VTuber tournament?
Okay, so a VTuber tournament. It's effectively...
Neon Games said okay good Nick.
So a VTuber tournament, basically, it's a tournament. So we're all going to get together and we're all going to play a video game. I am a VTuber. I am Tethercat. I am a blue cat and I hang upside down. I'm a VTuber. So a VTuber tournament is basically a tournament where we all play the same game, and it's me and a bunch of my cats. Now, I'm English. I'm Canadian, and I speak English. My VTuber avatar here, Tethercat, is the product of a Japanese manga creator, a mangaka. And the Japanese designer of this VTuber is Mizu. Mizu created not only myself, but a lot of other VTuber designs used by other VTubers. However, Mizu is Japanese, and all the other creators are also Japanese. So I've got about 7 siblings. I've got about 7, maybe 8 VTuber siblings, and they're all Japanese. I'm the only English speaker in this group of cats and dogs and lions. As such, getting us together to play video games, it's a bit rough because I mean, there's ping rates, there's delays, there's the language barrier. I proposed, I pitched this to them, and they said it was a good idea. Everyone was on board. I proposed that we would do a VTuber tournament for getting over it. I said, let's do getting over it. Let's do getting over it. Let's do a 3-day tournament. Just have fun. You can trash talk if you want. You can, you know, be optimistic and support if you want. Let's all just have a fun, good old time. Let's try and see who can get the best time. If there's a bunch of us playing, if there's 7 or 8 of us playing, we'll see who gets the worst time. You know, let's just have a good time of it. And everyone was on board. And I said, let's do this around Christmas. And they were like, yeah, let's do this. And then I got my arm injury. And then it really hurt. And then I had to back out. And I made the announcement, listen, we haven't made a formal announcement of this. This isn't, We
Neon
didn't.
Games said seems like a good idea. Thank you for explaining.
Yeah, not a problem. So I had to cancel the tournament on account that not because I couldn't play, but because I was kind of the host. And everyone said, we want you to heal up more than we want you to play and participate. We want you healthy. Take time and be healthy. I was so grateful for those words. I was very thankful that the Japanese family, the furballs, as I like to call them, and as they call themselves, the furballs. I was so happy that the furballs collectively felt that way. So, yeah, anyway, if for whatever miraculous reason it does come about, I'll play some Getting Over It with the furballs. But until then, it's just basically going to be resting, recuperating, rehabilitation, physio. So, anyway, yeah. Okay, on that note, it's bedtime. Everyone, thank you for watching. Thank you for contributing. I'm happy that Neon Games showed up. I'm happy to have seen a couple of brand new faces, some classic old faces, familiar faces. I'm glad we all had a chance to chat, laugh at my ineptitude. Laughing at my ineptitude is the key to victory. But as we've seen tonight, I am making progress, both in physio with my arm and in just being shy of World 8-3 with Super Mario Brothers. And on that note, everyone, I want to really thank you for showing up. Really thank you for your words of encouragement and support, and for just hanging out with me tonight. And on that note, as always, thanks for watching. Have a good night, everybody.
Neon Games said you're welcome. Tethercat said thanks for watching. Tethercat said thanks for watching.